What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, you know what I haven't talked about in a long time? And you clicked on this video, you know what it is. If you're a long-time subscriber, you know that I've been invested in AMC for quite some time. I really like AMC. I love movies. I invest into it because I believe in the company itself. I go to movies constantly. I have their package to where I have 3 movies a week. Love seeing movies. Love taking Harper to movies. Can't wait to take Hayden and Harper both to movies. Erica and I, literally, our whole relationship was built in the movie theater. There was one weekend where we saw 4 movies in one weekend. That's 3 days and 4 movies. That's how much we love movies and we love stories. And being able to go to AMC or IMAX or whatever the movie theater is, the one that's closest to us is AMC. So we go to AMC whenever we have a kids movie and all that stuff. But Marvel movies I got to see in the biggest screen. So AMC, if you could figure out how to get an IMAX screen in your theater, I would definitely take it. Also, make it a dine-in theater. That would be phenomenal. And I would support that even more, which is kind of impossible because I support it a lot. Anyways, we're going to talk about AMC a little bit today because I haven't talked about them in a while, just to let you know where I stand, how much I'm holding, if I decided to sell or if I'm holding the position, what I see in the position and where it's going, and if anything got worse with the whole shorting situation. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want me to do more stock content, please let me know because I love the stock market. It's just the stock market hasn't been going, any of our way this time. I know there's a lot of people that have long-term positions not going their way, short-term positions not going their way, dividend positions not going their way, right? It's just everything is really falling in the wrong direction, and it's all because of what's happening in the world today and just inflation in general. And it's just not a good situation. But anyways, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's start with the Ortex data. So I still have Ortex. I do want to cancel Ortex because, again, I haven't used this in so long. But I do. I don't really have to rely on me getting it myself and paying $500 a year. And I'm not sure if that's still legit because I tried to find a way to cancel it and I can't. But I haven't really searched that hard. So anyways, the current short interest, as you can see right above my head, is 23.32%, which is very high compared to where we were previously. When I stopped talking about it, or the last time I talked about it, it was at around 19 to 20%. So seeing it up another 3% from there means that this thing is just continuous, that they just keep pushing. They keep hammering away at trying to short this thing to kingdom come. Like, it's just crazy to me that they want to do this much, that they're losing this much, that they won't just say, you know what, we give up. If they said that they give up, this thing will skyrocket. We all know that there's so much in it, more than what we see here. Some people believe it's way more than what we see here, 100, 200, 500% short. But we're going with the numbers that we have here. We do have 120 million shorted shares. Shares on loan at 181.87 million. 7 days ago, it was at 174 million. So obviously up from those last 7 days. Utilization is still maxed out at 100. Last time I looked at it, it was maxed out at 100. And it's still maxed out today. So this is absolutely insane to see that this takes place. Now, while I also look at this, I also like to look at the short volume. The short volume is a big, tell. It's a big sign as to if they're still shorting the position a heck of a lot, right? So I don't know why my phone is just listening to me. It always does that out of nowhere. I don't press anything, but it does that. So Samsung, I don't know what's going on with Bixby, but you got to figure that out. But I like to look at AMC short volume. So over the last 30 days, you can see that the average was 54.56%, which this is lower than what I've seen way back when, but it's still 50%, right? The last day we saw 47%, 47.20%, which means that it's not like they're shorting it or the short interest should be 47%. This is the amount of shorted shares. So just like you can buy something multiple times and sell it multiple times, That means that if you buy 1,000 shares and you sell 1,000 shares, it's 2,000 shares, right? And if you do that multiple times, you can get all the way up to 10,000, 100,000, however many thousands of shares that can go through. But you literally just did buying and selling, and you're back to square one to where you don't hold anything. That's what they're doing here, where you see a ton of shorting at the most opportune time that they can do it, decrease the price a hell of a lot, create fear, which the fear ends up driving a lot of people out of the position. And then you see them end up covering their shorts, increasing the price a little bit, getting people excited. Then they start shorting again. They make money off of the fear that they create based on these shorts. That's basically what you are seeing with a lot of these positions. And I'm tired of it, but I can't do anything about it. I also can't do anything to prove it that they are doing this, even though we see the numbers of short interest, right? Or we see the numbers of short interest and we see the numbers of shorted shares that are going through, which means that we obviously have out of all volume, we have short volume at 47% or 54%, which is pretty high. That means that over half the volume that goes through in the day, or at this point for today, is less than half the volume. We would see 47% of that go towards shorts, and that's not even including selling the position, right? So whatever selling percentage there, that's also counted as a negative. So it's definitely something that is a big sign as to why we could see it continue to decrease and why we see the short interest increased over the days. But let's go ahead and take a look at how things are moving here. I do want to look at the day chart and look at the monthly view, because I wanted to talk about what I predicted in the past and what happened based on that, right? Now, we can see that this has decreased in the day, right? Right when it opened up at about $12.43. Was down about 4% today, down 50 cents. So it closed at $11.95, lower than $12. You probably had some strike prices to where it no strike. It's Monday. I don't even know why I said that, but actually it did decrease, create this W formation, which you did see a bounce off of there, increased up to about the 200 EMA, and then started to decrease off of there, pulling off of there, and you see that it was just a negative day, finding ways to bounce off that 200 EMA or the VWAP multiple times until it got to the end of the day where it started to level out at the 200 EMA and the 15 moving average. Everything really started to level out there. Now, not really much excitement today. Not much excitement. You could see that it was not having any type of or any form of recovery here. Really, we just seen this beginning recovery. Everything else just really started to fall. No real like true fluctuation within it. Just pullbacks from these certain resistance levels. Now, when we look at the monthly chart, this is a big piece that I like to factor into whenever I look at my swing trades and all that stuff. And way back when we were in February, I expected to see a bounce off the 200 EMA. And that's exactly what we saw here. That 200 EMA found a bounce, increased all the way up to a level of what, $34, $35, close to $35 before decreasing down. Now, and then it just started to continue to decrease down. Now, I didn't expect this at all. I mean, right now we're looking at levels to where we could see a potential level down here, down in that $5 range. I mean, that would be phenomenal as a buy opportunity, because if we're still seeing 23% short interest and we're seeing 50% short every single day, I'm definitely going to double and triple down. Now, if you want to know exactly, how much I do hold, I can unlock this and show you how much I do hold of this, and we can definitely look at that. So I did want to look at the volume analysis. So anyways, I have 908 shares of AMC at $26.38. So obviously we're way far away from my cost basis. I did buy more over on Fidelity and hold 125, I believe. It might be a little bit more than that, but over 1,000 shares is what I hold right now. I haven't gotten rid of any of my shares. I'm still holding on to what I'm holding on to. Obviously, my overall account value is down quite a bit, and it doesn't really look good to me, because the entire markets, like not even just the stock market, the crypto market is falling as well. So things just don't look good for a lot of people's portfolio, especially if you're holding on. If you were one of those people that got out before, then you may be in a good situation to buy at some of these lows, or just wait until things start to look like they recover. But obviously, AMC is not really going our way. You can see here, literally from way back when, from June of last year all the way to June of this year. I mean, it just doesn't look solid. I mean, we've seen a couple of green months, but most of them have been red, and they've been extremely red at that. So we're going to see how all of this plays out. I will continue to update you guys. If you guys want more stock related videos, please let me know, and I will continue to do that. I just decided to make this because I haven't done an AMC update video in a while, and I love stocks. It's just they've been kind of boring. And now crypto is actually a little bit boring. We do have a couple of things that are making moves and have potential to grow to a hell of a lot, but things are really boring, you know, when they're down this much, because it's more of a buy and hold tactic or average down, and it's the same situation, not really taking too many profits. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, I did make a pretty sizable investment recently, which I can talk about in maybe a future video or a TikTok video. If you want to see that, make sure you go and follow me on TikTok. The link should be down there in the description, as well as following me on Twitter at Perry8K. You can follow me over there. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.